Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wyld. Today we are talking about Doordash Driver account hacked. So recently I got an email from one of my subscribers. Micah, thank you so much for emailing me about this and making this video possible. Now I know I'm running really behind with the emails these days, and this one is still an ongoing issue, which apparently is not only a long-standing issue, it can very well be a growing one. So with that said, I want to go over everything that is being said in this email or emails, what DoorDash tells you versus how it actually is, and everything in between. But before we do that, let's go over a quick disclaimer. The content of this video does not contain, is never intended to be, legal, business, financial, tax, or health advice of any kind. This video is for entertainment purposes only. It is advised that you conduct your own research and consult qualified professionals before applying anything you find online. I also want to be clear that everything that we're going to be going over, especially since we're talking about California specifically with Prop 22 and all that, is very market dependent on what applies to me, and my market may not apply to you. So with that said, let's get started. Hi there, I am a DoorDasher in Northern California. On February 4th, my account was hacked. And just to give you an idea what kind of timeline we're looking at right now, on February 4th, the account was hacked. I got this email on February 17th. And whenever you get hacked like that, what DoorDash has been doing, and what DoorDash always kind of does, is that they deactivate the account because, hey, there's a phishing scammer on the subject. And getting back on can be an absolute nightmare, which is why you never want to share any passwords, any like codes or anything like that with anybody. I don't know how they managed to get into his account, but they got in and he's out of work for a while. 12 days later and my account was supposed to be up and running again. But DD still hasn't resolved the issue, and I was told this morning it was going to be another 10 days before my account would be reauthorized. So you already are out of work for 12 days. You contacted me and I just was able to get back to you. My bad. And after you've contacted them again, it's another 10 days on top. So that's 22 days so far based on just what is being sent in the email on the 17th. If you are interested in the entire story, I want to get this information out to the DD community. I'd be happy to share it with you. I have been, unfortunately, depending on this job, and obviously this has been a significant hardship. I get hacked and now out of work for 20 plus days. I want you to imagine something for a second. You are working with any gig app. You are dependent on that gig app because whatever else is going on in your life has kind of put you into that position, or that exit strategy you're working on hasn't totally been matured enough yet to become a sustainable income. And because of that, you're out of work for 20 plus days. That's frightening. All because some douche waffle decided to hack your account. But those hackers don't care anything about you. You gotta look out for your own financial stability. That's why you diversify your gig portfolio and develop an exit strategy. So when things like this happen, you never are too dependent on DoorDash or Uber or whatever app, really. Sorry for the late reply. I would love to hear more about this, and hopefully it has been resolved already as well. It has not been resolved yet. Incredibly difficult situation with missing paychecks, stolen account, and blisteringly staggering incompetence with DD handling all of this. That is horrendous. That was me emailing him back and forth on the 1st of March. How do you expect anybody to be out of work based on something that you said you would handle for over a month now? Like, this happened on the 4th of February. I'm posting this video after the 4th of March. I'm recording it on the 4th of March. It has been over a month and you chose not to do your freaking jobs? Are you kidding me? That's just straight embarrassing. And we don't know a whole lot about this person. Maybe this person is single. Maybe they're married. Maybe they have kids. Maybe they don't have kids. Maybe they need the money to pay for everything, and maybe they were able to get a job in the meantime. But either way, it has been a significant hardship for him. How do you justify living in this economy, working on a platform where it's already hard enough to get a normal job these days? If you haven't heard, the Great Resignation is kind of over, and now it's just impossible to find another job nowadays with all the fake jobs and all the people who say they're hiring but not actually hiring, and just all of the nonsense that comes with that. And then you have people who are using DoorDash to kind of just get by while looking for another job, and this is what's happening. That sucks. How do you live like that? Either way, Micah, I would tell you what I would tell everybody. You gotta have a very well-diversified gig portfolio. You were dependent on DoorDash, and what happened? Some douche waffle hacked your account in Northern California, and you lost the ability to use DoorDash. Are you on UberEats? Are you on Uber? Are you on Grubhub? Have you tried any other kinds of gig apps on the subject? Or is this your only gig app? Anybody who knows anything about the gig economy for a long period of time knows that you can never be solely dependent on one gig platform, because what happens? You are 100% dependent on it. You are chasing acceptance rates. You get emotional when things don't go your way or whatever it is. And it's just a stressful situation entirely. You should also have an exit strategy, because again, these accounts are fragile. It's not about the industry. It's not about the work we're doing. It's about how fragile these accounts can be. One snap of DoorDash's fingers, whether it's a good reason or a bad reason, and bam, you're out of work. If I was in your position right now, I'd obviously keep hammering at DoorDash to hopefully get my account reactivated. After they keep saying they're gonna reactivate it, maybe talk to a lawyer because of this subject, because if you have all this in writing, you should at least talk to a lawyer about it. You gotta make sure that you are financially okay at the end of the day. Not DoorDash making sure you're okay, not gig platforms making sure you're okay, not Uncle Sam making sure you're okay. Again, this is California. Gavin Newsom, make sure he thinks you're okay. You gotta do what's best for you, because when you're too dependent on any one source of income, this is what happens. Also, if anybody asks you for your information or anybody asks for anything like that, say no. DoorDash support never asks for that. They never do anything like that unless you're calling them. And if they call you, they're probably not support. They're probably lying to you. Either way, I hope that everything turns out okay at the end of the day, but I would diversify your gig portfolio in the meantime, because you don't need to be on the receiving end of crap like this. This is just embarrassing. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.